Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Afifah binti Muhammad Fauzi and I am from RK07. For today, I would like to review about a book which is the title is Charlie and the Chocolate Factories. The author is Roald Dahl and the year publication is on 17 January of 1964. Okay, for the book review, I'm going to tell about you guys about the introduction. Okay, firstly, the story tells about an 11 years old Charlie Bucket live in a small house with his parents and also his grandparents. One day, Grandpa Joe tells him about the legendary chocolatiers Willy Wonka and all the wonderful sweets and chocolates he made until the other chocolatiers want to steal his secret recipes until he have to close his factories. And the next day, Willy Wonka announced in the newspaper that he is reopening his factories and also he wants to invite about 5 children to take a tour in his factories. And first, for the children, they have to collect a golden tickets. And the 4 children that have collected the golden tickets is Augustus, Veruca Salt, Violet and also Mike TV. Okay, one day Charlie found a piece of $50 buried in the snow. Then he take the money and he went to a candy shop. And after that, he found a golden tickets. Many parents offered him to get the golden tickets, but he refused to give it for them. And then he went straight towards his home and tells about these things to his parents and also his grandparents. Okay, so his family decided for him to go to the factories with his Grandpa Joe. Okay, when the tour begins, Wonka, or I can say his name is Willy Wonka, he takes the kids to see the Oompa Loompas. The Oompa Loompas is the creatures, a small creatures works for his factories to produce a chocolate. And then during the tours, the 4 kids were eliminated from the tours in a painful, comical and mysterious ways. Okay, firstly for Augustus, he were being eliminated when he was lured to the chocolate rivers and fall and were being sucked in a pipe. Okay, and then for Miss Violet, for your information, she likes to chewing gums. So she takes the experimental gums after he was being warned by Mr. Wonka, but she insists to eat the gums, and then suddenly she bloated and becomes a big violet. And thirdly, for Veruca Salt, she is a spoiled girl. So she get tossed into the garbage after being attacked by a group of squirrels. And lastly, Mike TV, he was being shrunk by the TVs. Okay, the issues is that from what I told you guys is that the 4 kids are being selfish. For example, Augustus, he likes chocolate so much and then he ignores what were being told by Willy Wonka. For Veruca Salt, of course she was being spoiled, so she doesn't care about what people talks about her. And for Violet, she thought that she is good enough because she likes to chew the gums, so he ignored what Mr. Wonka said. And for Mike TV, he's a very disobedient boy. He doesn't care about what people say about him, and he just went straight into the TVs, and that's what they get for being a disobedient children. And during the eliminations, the Oompa Loompas will sing a morality song about them, since they know that during the tour there must be a problem that will be arise from the other kids. Okay, and lastly, when the 4 kids were being eliminated, only Charlie remains in the game. So, Mr. Wonka sees that, and then he congratulates him for winning the factories. And then Wonka names Charlie Bucket as his successor because after he explained about his true age and also the golden tickets. And then after that, they rode a glass elevator to Charlie's house, while the other 4 children go back on their own with their parents also. Afterwards, Mr. Wonka invites Charlie and his family to go and live with him in the factories. So from these stories, we can see that the issues that has been raised is that the children have to be obedient. We as the children, we have to follow what the others, what our parents said, about the elders said, so we won't have to face any problems in the future. So for me, I would recommend these books for the young children, for them to take a moral value, which they can see that besides they can see something that out of their fantasy, and then they can learn from their lessons, so that they can see that if they follow what others said, they will not have trouble in the futures. And I think these books will give choice and also imaginations for the students or the young children to learn and to be more expressive and follows what others says. And for me, I think this book taught us about the importance of being a humble, a disciplined young children, for us to see that sometimes even though you are masters in something, even though you are young children, but most importantly, you have to follow, and you have to follow what others people say and be a good children. It is not I think being a good children is the best decision that we have ever made. So for me, I suggest this book for the children to read, and they also have a movie they can watch, and feel free to follow the Charlie Buckets for them to follow the Charlie Buckets behavior. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.